morning, God.
Good morning, Adam. Beautiful day.
Oh, perfect, Lord, but they all are.
I've turned up the breeze a little.
Oh, I just noticed that. This is exactly right now. Thanks.
I must say, I am very pleased with the way you keep the garden. Oh, I see you pruned the peach tree.
Oh, well, I had to, Lord. An injured branch was crying all night. Are we going to name more things today?
Actually, Adam, I had something else to discuss with you this morning. But I don't see why we couldn't name a few things first. All right, what would you call that?
That?
Yeah.
I'd call that, lion.
Lion. Well, that sounds all right. And that?
That's, lamb.
Lamb.
I don't know what it is. Everything seems to start with L today.
Well, I must say, that certainly looks like a lamb. Oh, and how about that?
L. That should be, labbit.
Labbit doesn't sound quite right.
You're right, that's wrong. You see, I was rushing it.
Slow down. Slow down. We have all the time in the world.
Actually, that looks like something that should begin with an R. Rabbit?
Rabbit sounds much better.
Rabbit! Yes, much better.
Amazing creature. All right, that'll be enough for today. Now, I imagine by this time you've noticed that, well, all of the animals live in pairs. They're a male and female.
I'm so glad you mentioned that.
Oh, that disturbs you?
Oh, no, Lord, nothing disturbs me.
I'm glad to see that you've settled for perfection.
Well, it just seemed odd that of all the creatures, only I am alone. But I'm sure you had reasons.
Actually, Adam, and I know this won't shake your confidence any, every now and then I do something and, well, quite frankly, it's only afterwards I discover the reasons, which of course is just as well. Now, in your case, I had just finished the chimpanzee, and, well, I had some clay left over, and, well, I just started playing around with it, and, well, by golly, there you were, the spitting image of me. Which is probably why I feel such a special closeness to you, because you sprang out of my instinct and not out of some design. And that's also probably why I neglected to give you a wife, you see.
I see. What would it look like? Or don't you know yet?
Well, supposing I improvise something and see how it strikes you.
All right. Well, would I have to, like, talk to it all the time?
What in the world gave you an idea like that?
All these lions and monkeys and mice, they're all constantly talking to each other all the time. And I so enjoy lying back and just listening to the lilacs budding.
Ah, you mean you'd rather remain alone?
I don't know. I've never had anybody.
Well, neither have I, so I'm afraid I can't help you there. But why don't we try it and see how it works out,
Of course, Lord. Anything you say.
All right. Lay down, I'll put you to sleep.
Yes, sir.
I'll take out a bottom rib. That one there. You'll never know the difference.
Is that fairly definite?
Oh, don't worry. I shouldn't have put it in the first place. I just wanted to be extra sure. Now close your eyes.
Well, is this also going to be experimental, or how long are we going to keep her?
Now look, son, you don't have to hang around her every minute. If it gets to be too much, you just walk off by yourself.
Oh, good. I just want to sleep.
This is now bone of thy bone, flesh of thy flesh. She shall be called woman. Wake.
Oh.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, what do you say?
Well, she certainly is different.
Is that all?
Oh, Lord, she's perfect.
I think so too.
Me too.
What would you like to call her? Eve. Lovely name. Now, dear, you will notice many different kinds of animals in this garden. Each has its own inborn rule. For example, bees will not eat meat, fish have no interest in flowers, so on and so on. Now, these are apples in this tree. You will not eat them.
Why?
That's the rule.
Be patient, Adam. She's new. Perhaps the day will come when I can give you a fuller explanation, but for now, let me put it this way. Now that is the tree of knowledge, knowledge of good and evil. Now all that you have here springs from my love for you. Out of love for me, you will not eat from that tree, or you will surely die. Well, not right away, but sometime. Now, look. You know what you think of?
God.
She got it!
That's exactly the point. Now, be glad of one another, hmm? And if you stay clear of that tree, everything will go on just as it is from now on. Adam?
Yes, Lord.
Eve?
Yes, Lord.
It's all yours, my children, till the end of time.
You smell different.
You do too.
Well, maybe we'll meet again someday. I feel like lying down over there.
I do too.
You do?
I think I have the same thoughts as you do.
Oh, are you a little thirsty?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, me too. And a little hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's nice. Oh, here, you want a fig?
I just felt like a fig.
Oh, we can go swimming later too, if you'd like.
Oh, that's just what I was thinking. Is it all right to ask?
What?
What you do all day?
Well, up until recently, I've been naming things. You see that over there? I named that a pomegranate.
What?
Pomegranate!
That doesn't look like a pomegranate.
Of course it's a pomegranate. Here, eat one. You'll see. As you're spitting out the seeds, it feels like pomegranate. 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 Granite. 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 Granite.
Say, you're right.
Ha!
You're right. What's this?
Oh, that's a prnden. That's one of the first things I named.
This you named a pond?
Now look, once a thing is named, it's named.
Oh.
Why? What should I call it?
Well, to me, this is a louse.
Oh, say. Oh, no wonder I woke up full of L's this morning. Isn't it marvelous how we both have the exact same thoughts? Pretty near.
So, is this what you do all day?
No, sometimes I do this. Or this. Why? Did you have something in mind?
I think I do, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, listen, do you hear that?
Yes, what is that sound?
That's the sound of sunset.
And that crackling?
Oh, a shadow is moving across dry leaves.
Something is rising and falling.
Those are the footsteps of an angel moving through the vines. Come, I'll show you the pool.
I was just thinking that.
For you, I'll teach you to ride my alligators.
Oh, did you ever see anything so sweet?
Oh, look at him, putting a plum in her mouth. How lovely.
Oh, she's adorable. Oh, Lord, you have done it again. Everybody.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Excuse me. A little later, perhaps. Right now, I'd like to have a few words with Lucifer.
Congratulations, Lord.
We'll bring the full chorus tonight.
All right, go ahead, say it.
Nothing for me to say, Lord. You see it as well as I.
What did I do wrong?
Oh, why look at it that way? They're beautiful. They help each other. They praise you and me.
Lucifer, they don't multiply.
Maybe give them a few more years.
But there's no sign of anything. I mean, look, perfect moonlit night, they're playing handball.
Well, you wanted their innocence.
Every once in a while, he does seem to get aroused.
Aroused, yes. But what's the point of that if he doesn't get it in the right place? And when he does, she wanders off to pick a flower or something.
I can't figure that out.
Well, you can always...
What?
No, I don't want to mix in. And then you'll say I'm criticizing everything.
What have you got in mind?
Remember, you asked me.
What have you got in mind?
See, you're mad.
I am not mad!
All right. Well, you could always take her back, restring her insides, reroute everything so that wherever he goes in, it connects to the egg.
No. I am not going to fool with that. She's perfect now. I am not tearing her apart again. It's out of the question.
Well, then you've only got one other choice. No. See, you always think, whatever I say, that it's some kind of a plot. Like that time you made the fish with the fur on. Throw him in the ocean, and all the angels run around screaming, Hosanna! I come and tell you the thing's drowned, and you're insulted.
Well, I stopped making a fish with fur.
Yes, but before I can penetrate to the point, I have to go through hell.
Hey, he's putting his arm around her. Lucifer? Lucifer! Go! Where does he come up with these stupid ideas?
Now he's picking his feet.
Dear.
Lord, the problem down there is that everything they look at is not only good, it's equally good. The sun is good, rats are good, fleas are good, the moon, lions. Athens, what? Every single thing is just as good as every other thing. So, naturally, because you made everything.
And what is so terrible about perfection? Except that you can't stand it.
Well, simply put, if you want to go into the right place and stay there long enough, you've got to make that part better.
I am not remaking that woman.
It's not necessary. All I'm saying is that sex has to be not only good, but, well, terrific. Right now, you just soon pick his nose. You've got to rivet his attention on that one place.
Well, how would I do that?
Well, let's look at it. What is the one thing that makes him stop whatever he's doing and pay strict attention?
What?
You, Lord. The moment you appear, he, so to speak, comes erect. Give sex that same kind of holiness in his mind, that same hope that is never discouraged and never really fulfilled. Make him feel towards sex as he feels towards you, and he won't be able to think of anything else.
How?
There's no way around it. I simply have to talk about those apples.
Lucifer!
I refuse to believe that a man's only way to demonstrate his love for God is to refuse to eat some fruit. That kind of game is simply unworthy of my father.
Oh, really now?
Forgive me, sir, but I am useless to you if I don't speak my mind. May I tell you why I think you planted that tree there? You wanted Adam's praise for everything, absolutely innocent. Why then plant a tree that can only make him wise, sophisticated, and literal? May I continue? Yes, he certainly will begin to question everything if he eats an apple. But why is that necessarily bad? He will not only marvel at the flower blooms, he will discover chlorophyll and praise you for chlorophyll. The more he learns of your secrets, the more reasons he will have to praise you. And that's why, quite without consciously knowing it, you planted that tree there. In 6 words, Lord, you wanted full credit for everything.
He must never eat these apples.
Then why have you tempted him? What is the point?
I wanted him to wake each morning, look at that tree and say, for God's sake, I will not eat those apples.
And with
not even one.
same absence of curiosity. He is not investigating Eve.
But the other animals manage.
Their females go into heat, and the balloon goes up. They're ready almost any time, which means no time. It's part of that old dreadful uniformity down there.
They're my children. I don't want them to know evil.
Why call it evil? One apple, and you'll know the difference between good and better. And when he knows that, he'll be all over her.
Oh.
Ah, right now he's kissing a dogwood tree. The damn fool has no means of discriminating.
Yes, well, he should kiss dogwood trees too.
Oh, fine, if that's the way you want it. You've got Adam, you've got Eve, and it'll be 1,000 years before you're a grandfather. I'd be glad to go down and only try to help. Lord, that's inevitable.
Stay away from that tree.
Whatever you say, Lord. May I go now?
Don't imagine that I am in conflict about this or anything. I mean, don't decide to go down there and do me a favor. I know perfectly well why I put that tree there.
Really?
Yes, really. It was not to tempt Adam. It was I who was tempted. I finished him and I saw that he was beautiful. For a moment I loved him beyond anything I had ever made. I thought, maybe I should let him see through the rose petals to its chemistry, the formation of amino acids to the foundations of life. His simple praise for surfaces made me impatient to show him the physics of my art, which would raise him to a god.
Why did you change your mind?
I thought of what became of you. The one angel who really understands biology and physics. The one I love before all the rest. And you can't take a breath without thinking of some way to overthrow me and take over the universe.
Lord, I only want them to know more, the more to praise you.
The more they know, the less they'll need me, Lucifer. You know that. And that's all you're after. Give them an apple. If it weren't for the law of conservation, I would destroy you. Stay away from that tree and those people. Do not go near them in any form, do you hear? They are innocent, and innocent they shall remain until I turn out the lights forever.
Now, what does he really say? He planted it there to tempt himself, and that means he is not of one mind about innocence. I will help the Lord. Yes, I am the Lord's helper. I open up the marvels he dares not show, and thereby magnify his glory. In other words, I disobey what he says, and carry out what he really means. And if that's evil, it's only to do good. Strange. I have never felt so close to my Creator as I do right now. Once Adam eats, he'll multiply, and Lucifer completes the lovely world of God. Oh, praise the Lord who gave me all this insight. My fight with him is over. Now evil will be my good, and Eve and Adam multiply in blessed sin. Midway, dumb stars, the world of man begins.
You want to play volleyball?
Good evening.
Good evening?
Oh, had enough.
Enough of what?
You don't imagine, do you, that God intended you to lie around like this forever?
Oh, we're going swimming later.
Swimming! What about making something of yourselves?
Making some...
I don't have much time, Adam. Oh, by the way, my name is Lucifer, the Archangel.
Oh, very nice to meet you. This is my wife, Eve.
How do you do?
Awfully nice to meet you, Eve. Tell me, do you ever hold your breath?
Oh, sure, she does that all the time. Sorry, she can do that until she turns blue.
I really can turn blue if I want to.
And why does that?
Because God makes it.
But how?
Oh, how should she know?
But God wants her to know.
Well, why didn't you tell us?
That's why I've come. I'm the explainer, Adam. The fact is that God gives his most important commands through his silences. For example, there is nothing he is more passionate about than that you begin to multiply.
Really?
That's why that tree is there.
We multiply with the tree.
No, but if you eat the fruit,
so?
Wait a minute, excuse me. We're not even supposed to think about that tree.
Oh, say, that's right. In fact, lately, practically all I do is go around not thinking about it.
Oh, you find that to be difficult.
No, but it takes up so much time.
It's because we'll die if we eat those things. Oh, you better watch out. They're not good for you. No, don't! Oh, you're an angel, that's why.
You could be too.
Angels.
Certainly. Now, listen closely, because this is rather deep, and I may have to go in it. You know by now why God put you into this lovely garden.
To praise everything.
Right. Now, what if I told you there are a number of things that you have been leaving out?
Oh, no, I praise absolutely everything.
And what about that thing right there? Do you praise him for that?
Well, not in particular, but I include it in.
How can you when you don't even know what it's for?
He pees that way.
Peas! That is so incidental it is not even worth mentioning. You have no idea, do you?
Well, sometimes it makes me
Feel
feel
what?
sporty.
Adam, God has made you in his image, his body. How dare you refuse to understand the very best part of it? Now you will leave this house.
Angel, please, I really don't feel I
You
should.
must. Can I make this offer without God's permission?
Say, that's right.
Oh, certainly it's right. Nothing happens he doesn't want to have happiness. But now, take a bite, and you will understand everything. You will become like God.
Like God? You're never supposed to say a thing like that. I've heard enough. He said it in plain Hebrew, and that's it. I'm going swimming. Eve.
Very nice to have met you.
Eve.
There's just one thing I was wondering if you could tell me.
Oh, certainly, my dear. I love questions.
Why has he got that thing and I don't?
Honey, I knew you were going to ask that question.
Well, then he's gonna grow on later.
Never.
Why?
Take a bite here, and it will all clear up.
It smells all right.
Certainly, it is all right.
Maybe a little bite.
Better make it medium. You have an awful lot to learn here. I've got to run, but I'll be around.
Where were you? Come on, the water is perfect. Eve. What's the matter? Hey, what are you doing? Oh, what is this? No.
Eat it.
Eve!
It's marvelous. Please, a bite.
But God said...
I'm God.
You're what?
He's in me. He'll be in you. I never felt like this. Look at me, Adam. Don't you see me?
Well, sure,
You're not looking at me.
Of course I'm looking at you.
But you don't see me. You don't see anything.
I see the trees, the sky,
You wouldn't see anything else if you were really seeing me. Say ah. Chew. Swallow.
Gee, you look even better with the leaf on.
All right, where art thou?
Here, Lord. I heard thy voice and I hid myself because I was naked and afraid.
Who told thee thou wast naked?
Who told me?
Who told thee? You didn't know you were naked?
That's right.
That's right. You ate apples!
She made me.
Oh, a snake came! Wasn't she a snake?
Like a snake, yeah.
Son of a... Lucifer, I get my hands on you.
Why do you put the tree there?
You're questioning me? Who the hell do you think you are? I put the tree here so that unlike the other animals, you would exercise a little self-control. Oh, they say. I'll give you an O.
I'm ashamed.
Ashamed? Oh, my dear, you don't know the half of it. I shall greatly increase thy sorrow and thy conception. In agony shalt thou bring forth children.
Oh, God!
And as for you, schmuck, cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns and thistles shall it bring forth to thee. No more going around just picking up lunch. Yes, my friend, now there is time and age and death. No more living forever, you got it? For dust thou art, and unto dust thou shalt return.
What am I doing? What's this water?
You're weeping, my son. Those are your first tears. There'll be more before you're finished. Adam, Eve, get out of the garden.
But that's a desert!
Right! It wasn't good enough for you here? Go see how you make it on your own!
Oh, dear God! Isn't there anything we can do to get back in?
Out! You know too much to live in Eden.
But I am ignorant.
Knowing you are ignorant is too much to know. You yearned for what you are not, and thus laid a judgment on my work. I am what I am. But it was not enough for you. You had to have power, and now power is in you. But not Eden. Listen. Can you hear the sound of the sunset?
Wait, no!
Can you hear the sound of the shadows on the leaves?
No!
That is the most depressing instrument I have ever heard.
But you invented it, my lord.
I don't see how.
Well, it was just after Eve ate the apple. You were very down. And you said, I think I will invent the bassoon.
Look at Adam and Eve down there. All they ever do anymore is screw. I would like to kill Adam and Eve.
Well, that's natural, Azrael, as the angel of death. But I'm not ready for that yet.
But they like to swim. I can drown them or fish them off a cliff.
Don't say things like that. Stop it.
Lord, I warned you at the time not to make a creature that looked like you, or you'll never let me kill you.
It was such a pleasure with the lions and the gorillas.
Yes, but when they're good, it makes me feel so marvelous.
Oh, but how often are they good?
I know, but... I mean, when they shout out those hallelujahs from Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Lord, Notre Dame isn't for 6,000 years.
I know, I'm looking ahead. Oh, look at that. How do they come up with such positions?
I don't know why you let them go on offending you like this. You could have other mistakes. The fish was firm and drowned.
The beetle who hiccups whenever it snowed.
Let me go down and wipe them out.
No, they're the only ones that need me.
And sure, give them a chance.
Look, I'll never forget the first time Adam laid her down and went into her. She closed her eyes. She took this deep breath. I thought she was going to faint or die or explode. and suddenly she just cried out, "Oh, dear God!" I have never heard my name so genuinely praised.
I find the whole spectacle disgusting.
Oh, all right, clear away. I must decide.
Decide what, Lord?
I don't know, but a decision is definitely rising in me. One thing Lucifer always knew the issue. Go.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
Okay, one more.
Father, I am ready to face my ordeal.
Lucifer, I have been struggling to keep from destroying you. The law of conservation does not protect an angel from being broken into small pieces and scattered over the Atlantic Ocean.
Wouldn't that just spread them around, though?
What restrains me is this feeling that somewhere in the universe this tremendous event has occurred. For a moment it made me terribly happy. I thought at first it was the ice caps, but they're not working out.
Father, I have brought you fantastic news.
Happy news.
Glorious.
I knew it. In the midst of all my disappointments, I was feeling a sort of hopeful silence.
The silent seed of Adam, squirming to Eve's ovarian tumor.
Of course! And the ovum?
Has been fertilized.
And has attached
To
itself?
the womb. It is holding on nicely.
Then so far?
So good, I see no reason to worry.
Outstanding! My first upright pregnancy. Maybe she should lay down more?
Father, she could stand on her head and not lose it.
And how is she feeling?
Nauseated in the mornings.
Oh, superb.
But Father, ever since my interview with Eve, I have been terrified that you would never speak to me again. But, like the firm cheek of heaven, the wall of her womb nuzzles the bud of the first son of man. Of course, I am perfectly aware that I merely acted as her agent.
Oh, not on your life. They would have made it in paradise, and with my blessing instead of my curse.
But the fact is, they were not making it.
They might have. By accident.
I cannot believe that a technicality is more important than the service to your cause.
Technicality? I'm going to condemn you, Lucifer.
Dear God, for making you a grandfather.
I forbade those apples. No one breaks a commandment. I don't care how good it turns out.
Do you mean the letter of the law is more important than the future of the human race? Oh, this is a test, isn't it? You're testing me. Father, I have often felt such a useless angel. I'd see Azrael, so serious and grave, perfect for the angel of death, and our sweet Hemuel, exactly right for the angel of mercy. But when I examined my own character, I never could find any. Gorgeous profile, superb intelligence, but what was Lucifer for? Am I boring you?
Oh, not at all.
See, I had gone down there to help you, but she took one bite, and that innocent stare erupted with such carnal appetite. I began to wonder, was it possible I had actually done something
Evil?
that terrible word. But now I will face it. Father, I have always had certain impulses that mystify me. I see my brother angel soaring upward, and I would want to go down. Others praise the forehead. I am drawn to the ass. Holes. I don't want to leave anything out. I adore holes. I'll go even further. In excrement, decay lies my stinking desire.
Where in heaven do you pick up such ideas?
Have you ever heard anything so straightforwardly disgusting? I tell you, I have often felt so worthless that I have wanted to slit my throat. But Eve is pregnant now, and I see the incredible hidden truth.
Which is?
How else but through my disobedience was Eve made pregnant with mankind? How dare I hate myself? Not only am I not rotten, I am God's corrective symmetry. And when I saw that, I saw your purpose working through me, and I nearly wept with self-respect. And I fell in love with both of us. Well, that's the general idea, isn't it?
Lucifer, you are a degenerate. You're a cosmic pervert.
But God in heaven, who made me that way.
Don't you ever say that.
Your anger is necessary, but my love stands fast.
Love. The only love you know is standing before a mirror whole years at a time.
Admiring your handiwork.
How can you lie like that and not even blush?
All right, the truth. Father, I am ready to take my place by the throne.
By what?
By the throne, Lord, at your right hand. Or if not the right, then the left. I can even suggest a title. Minister of Extramental Matters. I can walk with a limp. Now what's it?
What are you doing?
And I do tick.
What is this? What?
And I'll wear humpback. And I'll masturbate incessantly. Eternal witness that God loves everything he made. But the point, the ultimate point, is that this will change the future. Do you remember the future, Lord?
Of course I remember the future.
One ghastly war after another, down through the centuries.
You can't change the future. The past, yes, but not the future.
I can change the past.
The past is always changing. Nobody remembers anything. But the future can no more be turned away than the light flowing off the moon.
Unless we stood together, Lord. You, immaculate on your throne, absolutely good. And I beside you, perfectly evil. Father and daughter, the two inseparable buddies. There could never be a war. You see it. I see you see it. Without absolute righteousness, there can never be a war. Father, we will flummox the generals. You are a handshake away from another paradise, peace on earth to the end of time. And that, sir, is your plan for me as I see it.
Equals.
Well, morally equal, just equally real. Because if I'm beside you in heaven,
Then I must love you.
Exactly. And if God can love the devil, he can love absolutely anybody.
True.
And there's the end of guilt. Everyone innocent again. Another Eden.
And in cases of fornication, cheating, lying, murder, and so forth, these are no longer to be judged.
Oh, on the contrary. Between the two of us, no one will escape the judgment of heaven. I will judge the bad people, and you'll judge the good. And we'll have mankind mousetrapped.
There's only one problem.
What's that?
I don't love you.
You don't mean that.
Afraid I do.
This is certainly a surprise.
I can see that. Nothing is real to you, Lucifer, except your appetite for distinction and power. I've been waiting for some slightest sign of repentance from you for what you did, but there's nothing, is there? Instead, I'm to join you in some cosmic comedy where good and evil are the same. It doesn't even occur to you that I am unable to share the throne with the very incarnation of what I despise.
I cannot believe that you would let your feelings get in the way of peace.
I am my feelings.
You don't think that's a limitation?
It certainly is. I am perfectly limited. Where evil begins, I end. Because if God could love the devil, then God has died.
I am after peace between us and mankind.
Then let there be war. Better 10,000 years of war than I should rule with unrighteousness.
Father, I am holding out my hand.
Go to hell.
You will not take my hand.
Never.
Then I will take the world.
And if you do, I will flood it out. I will leave it a dead rock spinning in silence, for the Lord is only good. Why do I miss her?
Majesty, God's included. Was he ever godlier than when he murdered my hopes? And will I ever be more than a ridiculous angel? Until I murder his. No. Let her do it. Make her do it. If she refused the Lord the fruit of man, because he made the world unreasonable. This is a dream. Come, woman, help me save the world from the anarchy of God. Your time has come, dear woman. Shh. Don't wake up. Do you remember me? Am I clear in your mind?
Oh, yes. And I won't console myself. Beautiful.
How'd you get so ugly? What happened to you?
Oh, I can't stand myself.
Think of how you looked in paradise. Why'd you let yourself go?
Can you help me, Angel? Something's got into my belly and it keeps getting bigger.
No idea what it is.
Well, I have been eating a lot of clams lately.
Clams.
Sometimes it even squirms. Is that it?
Would you like to have it out?
Could I?
Oh, yes, but there must be no regrets afterwards.
Oh, no, I want to be as I was. Please, Angel, take thy power and drive it out.
Lie back, dear.
Oh, thank you, Angel. I will adore you forever.
Now just try to relax.
God will be happy when he sees me looking good again. Is anything happening?
You will have it out, Eve, but there must be no recriminations afterwards, so I'm going to tell you the truth. I have been thrown out of heaven.
How's that possible? You're an angel.
My dear girl, we're dealing with a spirit to whom nothing is sacred.
But why? What did you do?
What he could not do.
What?
I caused you to multiply.
You mean I'm multiplying?
What you have in your belly is a human.
A human? In me?
Now remember, you said you wanted out.
Does God know?
And yes, he knows, and he is ecstatic.
Oh, praise the Lord!
No, quadruple hallelujahs.
Glory to him in the highest!
Precisely. And now, I bet your agony begins. Why stop praising him? Where's the hallelujahs?
What is happening to me?
What are you complaining about? You praise God, and this is what you get for it.
Why?
Don't you remember him cursing you out of paradise?
And this
Is it, honey?
But he ate the apple too!
Right, and he looks better than ever.
Why?
Because this is the justice of the world he made, and only you can change that.
It's getting worse!
It'll get worse than this, dear.
It can't get worse!
Yes, it can, because he's perfect. And when he makes something worse, it's perfectly worse.
Oh God, what have I done?
You multiplied with my help, not his, and this is his revenge.
Where's the rug? I can't stand anymore! I'll kill him!
No, he is as innocent as you.
This is not right!
Oh, to hear those words from other lips. No, it is not right. It is chaos. He is pacing up and down in heaven, waiting for this child. What you have in your belly is the crown of God.
The crown?
His highest honor is your gratitude for this agony he is causing you. He is a maniac. You can refuse. Deny this crown to chaos. Kill it.
Oh, Angel, I'm afraid!
Now hold still, dear.
I must
Yes.
I want him!
You must decide. To crown unreason with a gift of life, or with a tiny death teach justice. Oh, I understand you, woman. I alone. Call any time. You know what I mean.
What a night. I don't think I slept 5 minutes. Did you?
I slept very well, yes.
Oh, say, the wind. It finally stopped. Ah, see, I told you I'd find a place that's not windy. Oh, God.
There's your figs.
Could it be, you suppose, that everywhere but in paradise it's just naturally windy?
I don't know, Adam.
There's Sandy!
Well, it's windy.
What a way to live! At least if I knew how long it was going to last.
I still don't understand what's so wrong about digging a hole. We can sit in it and keep out of the wind like the groundhogs.
Stop trying to change the rules. We're not groundhogs. If he meant us to live in holes, he would have given us claws.
And if he meant us to live in a windstorm, he'd have put our eyes in our armpits.
Aren't you eating anything?
I don't feel like it.
You know something? You don't look so green today.
I don't.
All your color came back. What happened? You look beautiful, Eve.
Well, I can't imagine why.
It's amazing. I haven't seen you look this way since paradise. Excuse me.
That's all right.
I forgot that thing. What a funny morning.
Why do you always look around like that?
I miss God.
I'm sorry, Adam.
I'm never sure what to do next. That grass is giving out. We'll have to move this afternoon.
I don't think I can walk very far.
Goddamn clams!
I'm always out of breath, Adam. This thing has gotten very heavy.
Does it still move?
It's doing it now. Would you like to feel? It almost feels like a little foot pressing.
A foot. No, I have that same thing sometimes.
You do? Let me feel.
Oh, well, it stopped. I can't remember. Did he say to kill clams before eating?
They squash.
I'm not sure we're supposed to eat live things. I can't remember half the things he said anymore.
Can I talk to you about that? I'm not so sure anymore it is those clams.
Don't worry, it's the clams. Sits down and eats maybe 50 clams, and suddenly it's not the clams?
Well, I like clams.
I like eggs!
Adam, here, there's something I feel I need to tell
I
you.
had 3 delicious eggs last night. Nope, that was a dream.
You dreamed?
Oh, why? Did you?
Tell me yours first.
Well, I was in paradise. Oh, remember those breakfasts?
I wasn't there long enough. I was born just before lunch, and I never even got that.
Pity. Everything was just the way it used to be. I woke up and there he was.
God.
Yes, and he had a tray and about 6 beautifully scrambled eggs.
Oh.
No sand whatsoever. And I guess it was Sunday because there was a little tray of warm croissant.
And then?
Well, same as always. I named a few things, and then we took a nice nap, and angels were playing some soft music. Oh, how perfect it all was.
Until I showed up.
Yes.
I don't know why he made me.
Maybe we'll find out someday. I'll round up the sheep.
Adam.
Walk. That thing might go away if you get some exercise.
Oh, an angel came.
When?
Last night.
Which one?
It was...
Kemuel.
No, not Kemuel.
Raphael. Michael?
No.
Plain or fancy?
Quite fancy.
Oh, it wasn't God, was it?
No, not God.
What did they want?
I can't remember it clearly.
Was it about getting back into paradise?
Well, no.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I couldn't move.
You're telling me God sends an angel down and you can't remember what was said?
It was about this thing.
About that?
I think I know what we're supposed to do now. She said,
What?
I see it all clearly now. With you, the Lord was only disappointed. But with me, he was furious. And his curse is entirely on me. And that is the reason you've hardly changed, but I bleed, and now I'm swollen up like a frog. And I never dream of paradise. But you do almost every night. And you seem to And as long as I am with you, you will never find your way back again. Adam, I haven't the power to move. And that is the proof that I must stay here. And you, back to paradise.
Alone.
He would leave you there if you walked away alone. You are thirsting for Eden. The Lord knows that.
But so are you.
Eden is not in me.
Eve.
I disgust him. I am abominable to him.
But the Lord said we are to cleave to one another. I don't think I'm supposed to go.
But you don't like me anymore either.
That thing is what I cannot bear. It turns my stomach. I can't seem to get near you anymore. Every time I turn around, I'm bumping into it. I don't understand. Do you like that thing?
I don't know.
Because if it moves, it's alive. And if it's alive, we can just... Well, there! We seem to like it! I told you when it started, if you jumped up and down...
I didn't jump.
Oh, you did not jump. You went like that.
I jumped as hard as I could.
You're taking care of that thing. You know what's in there.
I love thee, husband.
You will tell me what is in thy belly.
It is a death.
Whose death?
Its own.
Who told thee?
Lucifer.
Seeing Lucifer again.
I screamed, but you didn't hear me.
I was sleeping.
You're always sleeping. Every time that son of a bitch comes around, you're someplace else. I would never have touched that apple in the first place if you hadn't left me alone with her.
I was swimming.
If he's not sleeping, he's swimming.
You mean I can't turn my back for a minute on my own wife?
It was a dream.
I don't see how a decent woman can dream about the devil.
She's not all bad.
Well, she's not all... Oh, no wonder you looked so juicy when you woke up. What's so good about her? Tell me, what went on in here? No wonder I haven't been able to get near you. There's been something strange about you for months, and it's all...
There is a human in my belly, Adam.
A human.
She told me.
How can a human fit in there?
Well, small, to start off with. Like the baby monkeys and the little zebras.
Zebras, oh, she's got us turning into animals now. No human being has ever been born except grown up. I may be confused about a lot of things, but I know facts.
But it's what God said. We were to go forth and multiply.
Well, if we're going to multiply, it'll be through me, same as it always was. After everything she did to us with her goddamn lies, you still want to...
She told me to do with it exactly what you have told me to do with it.
What I...
She told me it is a human, and she told me to kill it. The devil hath spoken, thou hast likewise spoken.
But... No, I didn't know it was a human when I said that.
Adam, I believe I am meant to bring out this human alone. Will you dig us a hole?
A hole?
It needn't be very big.
What are you talking about? I'll dig you the biggest hole you ever saw in your life. Oh, woman, thou art my salvation.
Oh, my darling, that's so good to hear.
Well, I thirst for thee, my doe, my rabbit.
My five-pointed buck.
Oh, Eve, thy forgiveness hath swelled me like a ripened ear of corn.
Oh, how sweet! Then I will forgive thee endlessly.
Say, the Lord would probably expect me to think of a name for him. Or do you want to?
No, you're so good at names.
Oh, Eve,
What?
is that grass growing?
I believe it is.
Look at the pasture, it's up to their bellies.
Adam, the wind!
Ha! Woman, we must have done something right. I think he loves us again. Could it possibly be that the curse is over? Eve, what are you doing? Eve, it's Adam. I am my husband.
Sweet angel of mercy, take me out of myself! God! Oh, God!
and blow thy cold death across her lip. That's enough. Chemio, in thy compassion, drive anguish to the corner of her mind and seal it up. Go away, death. Go, Azrael, and wait her need. Chemio, in thy mercy, Raphael, in thy healing, deliver Eve. That's enough. Go, wait her need. Behold the stranger that thou agony hast made. Here is the first life of Malachi, all of which amazes me. I am mindful this child is innocent, so we shall try again. He shall be Cain for his life's sake. Now, Cain is born.
What's that?
Cain, thy son.
I see I have been favored with thee, O Lord.
Here is thy innocence restored to thee, who have so lightly cast away the Eve. Now protect him from the worm of thine own evil. Look at my face.
I dare not, for I doubted thy goodness.
And will you doubt me any more?
Never, never, never.
Then lift up thine eyes.
I have gotten a human from the Lord.
Thou art the mother of mankind.
And generations unknown to me shall spring from my loins in dynasty.
Oh, Eve, you are my favorite girl.
You've got to hand it to him. What a system. So this is Cain. With the kiss of Lucifer. Begin thy life. Let my nature coil around thine own. And on thy shoulders may I climb the throne.
Azrael, angel of death, I have work for you today. The time has come when the human race will spread across the earth. But these people have all but forgotten it. They eat to live, and live to eat. How will the multitudes be ruled when even now my name is hardly mentioned anymore? Therefore, when this dawn comes, you will blow visions of death into their dreams, but be careful not to kill anyone. You are only to remind them that they cannot live forever. And having seen death, I hope they'll think of God again and begin to face their terrible responsibilities. Ready, not yet! Wait until the dawn. I want them to remember what they dreamed. Dear people, I shall be watching every move you make today.
time I come up here, they've got more stuff. What a race. A little prosperity they don't even need the devil.
What spirit art thou?
It's me, honey.
Why don't you just go to hell and stay there?
Darling, I am terribly worried about your soul. A beautiful, intelligent woman like you can't spend her whole life doing the house. You have no idea what you're missing.
I have absolutely everything I ever dreamed of, Angel.
Don't you want to broaden your horizons?
No.
Whatever you say, darling. Sweet dreams, pretty girl. For all the bad I've done, I may as well have stayed in heaven. I'll break them apart, or they'll turn this whole earth into a smug suburb of heaven. Cain is jealous of his sister Abel. Suppose we start from there. After, is there going to be a death? Dreams of death.
What a dream. I think I saw something die.
Maybe a sheep.
No, it had a face.
But nobody is old or sick. How do they die?
A person's face.
Yes, and there was blood.
Blood.
Blood? Is she setting them up for a murder? Is... Oh, of course. How else but to make them guilty and put the fear of God back into them? Oh, what a mistake I nearly made. I have got to keep them out of trouble, not get them into it.
What a dream.
What?
I think I saw something die.
I will stop this killing, and they will love me for it, and hate the God who demands a death and their remorse. Oh, this is beautiful, but who kills? Who's supposed to die?
What a dream.
That's enough. Eat. Make breakfast.
I was flying across the sky,
That's a wonderful dream.
and then I fell. An angel kissed me.
Oh, I remember now. She died.
Oh, don't say that.
Abel's eyes never kills her.
I saw her on the ground, my face crushed, and a blood-covered flail rolling away.
Now, just a minute.
How could she die in my sleep? You haven't done anything, have you?
You two stop fighting. Always blames me.
Now, listen up. Nobody ever dreamed of death before, so I don't want to hear any arguments of any kind today.
Good man. Brighten it up.
I'll make a nice breakfast.
Father, you decided to leave paradise.
What's paradise got to do with this?
I wish we could talk about it, Mother. Didn't he give you any instructions when you left? I mean, how do we know he's been saying the right prayers? Or maybe we don't pray enough.
Oh, no, he'd let us know if we were doing something wrong.
But maybe that's what the dream was for? Oh. Because lately when I'm out in the fields chopping weeds, it suddenly seems so strange.
What, dear?
Did God order you to make me the farmer and able to tend the sheep?
Well, now you can't expect him to go into that kind of detail, Cain. He simply felt that it was time we went out into the world and multiplied. That's all.
But Father, I've never understood why you couldn't have stayed in the garden and multiplied.
In the garden?
Oh no, boy.
That's not something you do in the garden, darling.
Well, what did he say exactly when you left?
He said get out.
Not get out.
No, not get out.
I think he's overtired.
I'm not overtired. Why do you always make everything ridiculous? I'm not talking about sheep or farming. I'm talking about what God wants us to do.
If you think he wants me to farm, I'll be glad to switch.
She's going to farm.
God help us.
Why?
With your sense of responsibility, we'd be eating thistle soup.
She's just more imaginative.
Will you shut up?
Imaginative.
Have I ever lost a sheep?
How could you lose them? They always end up in my corn.
Cain! That only happened once.
Get out there and sweat the way I do and tell me it only happened once.
She's just younger.
And I'm older. And I'll be damned if I plant another crop before she fences those sheep.
Stop this.
Stop this.
Why must you always take her side?
But how can she build a
The
fence?
same way I plant a crop, Mother, by bending her back. Abel, I'm warning you, if you ever... Kids!
If he wants a fence, I think he should build it.
I should build it. Are the corn eating the sheep, or the sheep eating the corn?
It's not natural for me to build a fence.
This is not natural. You've been talking to God lately?
I don't know anything about God, but it's the nature of sheep to move around, And it is the nature of corn to stay in one place. So, the fence should fence the thing that stays in one place and not the thing that moves around.
Now, Cain, that's logical.
In other words, the work belongs to me and the whole wide world belongs to her.
No, that's not fair either.
But I can't fence the mountains, can I? I can't fence the rivers when they go to drink. I know you work harder, Cain, but I didn't decide that. I even thought sometimes it is unfair, and maybe we should change places for a while.
Wouldn't last a week.
What am I supposed to do? Why is he looking like that? Cain!
I don't know what's happening to me.
Abel, shake his hand. Go on, make up. You're both sorry.
Cain?
Father, this is low. Something is happening.
I think I better tell them. Eve, maybe we're supposed to now.
All right. Then maybe everything will be as it was.
Kids, maybe you better sit down, kids.
Tell what, Pa?
About the question of leaving paradise. I don't want you to think we tried to mislead you or anything like that.
It's just that everything was going so good, you see.
But it looks like something is happening. So maybe we better get this all settled.
What, Pa?
We didn't exactly decide to leave paradise. We were told to leave.
Told?
Why, Pa?
Why? Why?
We just didn't fit in, you see. I mean, if a person doesn't fit in.
If we're gonna tell it, we better tell it.
But the way you're telling it, it sounds like it was all my fault.
I didn't say anything yet.
Well, when are you going to say it?
Well, we told you I was alone with God for a long time, and then...
He made Mama.
Right.
And you liked her right away, huh?
Of course he did.
She was gorgeous. Of course, there wasn't much choice. There was this tree with an apple.
Of good and evil.
Right.
Which you were never allowed to eat under any circumstances.
Right. Well, the thing is, we ate it.
You ate it?
I thought you said
No, we ate it.
Not Mama, though.
Mama too.
And then what happened?
Well, the next thing, I looked at her, you see, and there was something different about her, and I didn't know what it was, and then I realized she was naked.
Well, he was too.
Mama!
We didn't know it, darling.
How did you not know you were naked?
Well, we were like children, like you, like Abel. You remember when Abel was a baby and ran around?
But you weren't a baby.
Aren't you going to say anything?
Sure, they were like animals.
Don't say a thing like that.
Well, I told you I could smell water.
Sure, they could hear the trout talking.
But you never said you were actually animals.
Just a minute, Cain, that's the way God wanted
I
it.
can't believe that. God could never wanted my mother going around without any clothes on.
You mean I wouldn't let her put clothes on?
Darling, we were innocent.
You were naked and innocent? That's why he threw you out!
He loved us most when we were naked. He only got mad when we knew we were.
No wonder we dreamed of death.
Why?
We've been saying all the wrong prayers. We should be thanking God. We should be begging his forgiveness. We've been living as though we were innocent.
But we are.
We are cursed.
You should never have told him.
No, just a minute.
I always knew there was something you weren't saying.
Just a minute! We didn't want to frighten you, that's all. But maybe now you're old enough to understand. He did curse us when he threw us out. And part of the curse is that we will have to die.
We're going to die?
Like the sheep, you mean?
Sheep, birds, everything.
You and Mama too? You mean we wouldn't see you anymore?
Don't worry about it, dear. Not for a long, long time yet.
You mean before he got angry you would never die?
As far as I know, yes.
Oh my God! He must have been absolutely furious with you.
I'm sure he's forgiven us, dear, or we wouldn't have you and everything.
have been warned. Now we must do what has never been done.
Do what?
We must give this day, not to the animals of the cross. This day we must give to God. I tell you, if we will open up our sins to him and cleanse ourselves, he might show his face to us and tell us how we are supposed to live. Father, Mother, Abel, come and pray with me.
Well, a prayer wouldn't hurt.
Maybe everything will be sweet again. What should we pray, darling?
Almighty God, seeing that our parents were thrown out of paradise for their transgressions against thee, we, Cain and Abel, beseech thy forgiveness. Let this family live. Let us be innocent again. Now, each one, give up the sin.
Does this mean unfolding offense?
It seems to me that when a person dies in her brother's dream, she ought to pray.
I saw it too, Abel. You were dead. I think you better pray.
Mother? Shh. Someone has come.
I don't see anyone.
Who are you?
Your brother is dangerous. Tell him you'll build the fence.
Why?
She loves you best, Abel.
But Cain is loved. How sweet do you hear?
Cain has her respect, but her love has gone to you. Tell him you'll build a fence if you care to live.
About the fence.
Yes?
You're right. It's not the corn that eat the sheep, but the sheep that eat the corn.
Atta girl.
So I'll build a fence around the sheep.
Do you hear?
Marvelous.
Where would you build it?
Well, anywhere on the way, no valley.
I need the valley.
Oh. On the hillside?
I'll need the hillside. I'm planning to set out quite a large vineyard this spring.
So where would you suggest then?
There's quite a large pasture across the mountain.
That's pretty far away though, isn't it?
I don't think it's all that far.
Agreed. Agreed.
All right, Cain.
I know how you feel, girl, but lying is better than dying.
Cain, dear, I want to tell her you didn't mean
Shut her
that
up,
before.
Abel.
You won't make her go so far away to pasture.
She is killing you, word by loving word.
I don't mind, Mother. In fact,
I like long walks.
I like long walks.
But you agreed to build the fence. Why must you humiliate her?
Watch out! Turn your back on him.
We will make an offering to the Lord.
What? A wonderful idea.
Oh, say, Cain, that's a marvelous idea.
You think he'll come?
He might, the way Cain loves him, he just might stop by. Take the best of thy wheat, the first of thy corn, and a little parsley. You always rather like parsley.
Maybe some grapes.
Grapes, too.
The grapes aren't too good this year.
Better not.
Oh, it doesn't matter if they're not too good. It's the feeling behind it, because he's fair, Cain. You'll see. And another thing, we haven't been praising him enough. We've got to praise him more.
Praise God! Praise the Lord!
Will you wait? Hurry up, get the stuff.
He's going to come. I feel it. I tell you, I feel it.
Oh, you better grab an onion, too. He loves a good onion.
Everything's going to be as it was. Stand up straight, darling. Adam, there's dirt on her cheek. No apples.
Is it all right, Pa?
This looks absolutely beautiful, Cain.
I love him, Father.
And now you will know his love for thee.
Hey. I think Abel ought to make an offering too.
No. Under no circumstances get into this competition.
It was my idea, Mother. Can't she do it another time?
It was just a suggestion. There's no need to get angry.
Maybe he would come because of me.
What are you guilty about? Just because your mother loves you best, lie back and enjoy it.
But it's not fair to Cain, and I won't bear that anymore. I want God to bring us peace.
But what if it turns out that God loves you best too? Is that fair to Cain?
But Cain would have to accept that.
Girl, even with God's help, no one can be good and number one at the same time.
She's going to do it. Pick a nice fat lamb, darling.
Don't call down God and they're all guilty. But I will free them now, or never with the truth.
The blood is the life, and the life is the Lord's.
Now, Maker, show thyself and spread thy peace on all of us, my Abel and my Cain.
A second time I come with thy awakening mankind. Nobody is guilty anymore. And from here on out, I declare one massive eternal parole. There is no sin or innocence, but only humanity. Come, claim thy birthright. Total freedom!
This is the devil!
There are two gods, Adam. In heaven, God, and God on earth is me.
Slaughter her!
I believe this angel.
This is the enemy!
This spirit makes me happy.
Oh, Lord, show thy face. My wife is going to hell.
Adam, where is all our old contentment gone? You were so long in paradise, but the only home I ever had is on this dust, and here I am condemned. God rules in heaven, but in the name of peace, I have to speak the truth. God never showed me any kindness.
Eve!
I see it now. This God is mine. Only this one frees me of my sin.
There is one God!
No, two. One for me and
End this stupid war. Show God your love and end this stupid war.
Abel, Cain, love. Love, my darling.
I forbid this! God is coming!
Is God not pleased if peace comes in? Let hate go out and love come in.
Oh, now declare your freedom. Give God to Adam, boys, and I will give you Eve. Oh, shame. How can you be so selfish?
Glory to God in the highest!
Good morning, sir. May I present you with mankind? To the naked eye, how pious and God-fearing they were. But with a little instruction, a bear would blush at their morality. Now, Father, what are we fighting about? Let's make peace. Share heaven. I, the God of what they are, and you in charge of their improvement. In me, let them find their pleasures, and in you, their future. And we will shut the gates of hell forever.
Peace, children, on this first Sabbath. Whose is this?
You'll accept their offerings, but the filth in their hearts sticks to heaven.
Whose is this?
That was mine, Lord.
Would you like me to taste it?
If it pleases thee.
Why?
It's my onion, sir.
Then you still have respect for an onion.
Lord, it is my labor. It is the best of all I've made.
And are you not the best that I can make? That is a good onion cake. Hey, is this Abel's meat?
It's mine, sir. Yes.
Mutton.
Oh, no, sir. Lamb. Youngest, fattest lamb, Lord.
Oh, yes.
I usually sprinkle it with salt and pepper first.
You might try rubbing a bud of garlic over it.
Oh,
I will.
do that next. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
What in the world do you feed your flock?
I find the sweetest grass, sir.
And corn.
Oh, I can see that. Oh, this is undoubtedly the most delicious, delicate, and profoundly satisfying piece of meat I have ever tasted since the world began.
Oh, girl, this is our proudest moment.
Darling, there is one God now and forever. Only one God on earth and in heaven.
And don't you forget it. I seem to have forgotten what you were saying. What was all that about, fallen angel?
About truth, sir, my mistake. But this isn't over yet.
Come, children, let's talk and walk a while together, and we shall talk of life and earth and heaven. Come, Adam, Eve. Abel? Cain?
But Lord, there's still my corn. You haven't tasted my corn.
Oh, why, you see, it's all very well. You've done quite well, Cain. Keep it up.
Cain, darling, he loved your vegetables. Come.
Boy, control yourself. Cain,
But he never even tasted my corn.
you mustn't get excited.
Do you know what goes into an ear of corn? I planted twice this year. The floods washed my seeds away the first time. And my wine, I was going to...
Now listen to me. Get serious.
Cain, serious? That's all over, devil. Now Cain starts to live.
What is all this?
This is my house. Mine. No one enters here but Cain anymore. They have God, and I have this farm. And before I'm finished, my fences will stretch out to cover the earth.
Adam will never agree to leave this house.
Oh, he'll agree all right. After I explain to him, here's the only wisdom I'll ever need again.
Darkening your mind, kill for him. Don't let him use you, boy. Run away. Hide yourself.
I was the one who thought of the offering. From me this Sabbath came.
But
Let
God
them hide.
wants a murder from you.
God wants.
He is boiling your blood in his hands. He has designed your vengeance, boy.
But why?
So that he may rise above you, the blameless God, and his power is safe. Come, we'll hide you till the anger's gone. No, don't stop.
How is Abel the favorite God?
God has no favorites. Man is but a mirror in which he looks to see his praise.
I have praised him. And Abel played her flute.
Where is good and where is evil? God wants morals, not... God wants power, not morals.
Hey, we're all waiting for you.
I have to face her first.
For the face of indifference. Kill love, Cain. Kill whatever in you cares. Murder now is but another form of praise to God. Don't praise him with the death.
Her voice is like silver, like her life. And mine is the voice of the ox, the driven beast.
Indifference, Cain.
Aren't you coming? God is sitting by the river telling all about paradise.
I swear this, Cain. If man will not kill man, God is unnecessary. Walk away and you're free.
Brother, God wants you there.
Wants me?
Swallow it and walk.
Of course, he loves you, Cain. He was just saying how you do everything he wants.
Then by God, I'll order you out of here, and your mother and father, and never come back.
Brother, God has much right here as you.
Are you even so sure of his blessing that you'll come to me?
You'll not hurt me.
Why? Am I thy servant? Am I thy fool, Abel? Run for your life! Do not save us.
Cain, how can you love God so?
Hey, where is thy sister?
Where is Abel?
Where is she? Where is thy sister Abel?
I know not. Am I my sister's keeper?
The voice of thy sister's blood cried out to me through the crowd.
Oh,
Abel?
wait, my darling!
Abel, what hast thou done?
Abel, when I laid before thee the fruit of my sweat, there was only thy contempt.
But why contempt? Did I approve your offering?
As I would approve my ox. Abel's lamb was not approved. It was adored.
But I like lamb. I don't deny it. I like lamb better than onions.
Truly, there is no accounting for taste.
And this is your justice.
Justice?
Yes, justice,
I
justice!
have spoken that word.
You mean our worth and value are a question of taste?
There are eagles and sparrows, lions and mice. Is every bird to be an eagle? Let a man do well, and he shall be accepted.
I have done well, and I am humiliated.
No, you hated Abel before this day, therefore you cannot say that you have done well.
You argue with him? Kill him! He's a murderer! Take his life!
Surely you repent this, Cain.
When God repents his injustice, I will repent my own.
Why should he repent? Who sent death down here? You did. There's your murderer.
Oh, watch your
You
mouth!
planned the whole thing from the beginning. Do you deny you sent Azrael down here while they slept? Ask him.
You sent the angel of death?
Yes.
Lord God, did you want this?
Eve, soon the multitudes will spring from this first family and cover the earth. Only if the eye of God opens in the heart of every man will he choose the way of life and not death. I saw Cain was pious, but I saw envy in him too. I thought, if Cain were so enraged that he lifted his arm against his own sister, but remembering his love, lay aside his arms. Oh man, you would have risen like a planet before the generations, first brother and first to reject a murder. Oh Cain, how I hope for thee.
Do you understand? He was trying to help us. Eve, you must beg his pardon.
But why must my child die? You could have tested me, or Adam or Abel. We could never have killed.
Woman, a moment ago you commanded me to take Cain's life.
I was angry.
Cain was also angry. Do you understand? Then am I a wanted murderer? Speak! What am I to you?
Eve, tell him you understand.
I do not understand. We can't just live.
Without God, we'll murder each other.
And with God? With God?
Oh, do you want the devil? Tell me now before the multitudes arrive. Who do you want?
You, Lord, you!
Why? Your innocent child is dead.
Why? Because... How should I know? Because... Maybe even this is good for someone somewhere, right?
You are all worthless. The mother blames God. The father blames no one. The child knows no blame at all. Angel, you have won the world. I hereby give it over to your ministry. It's chaos you want, and her you shall have. The God who judges nothing. The God of infinite permission. I'll continue to do things like the gorillas and the hurricanes and the like. But I can see now that your heart's desire is anarchy, and I wash my hands. I don't want to be God anymore.
You don't mean me, Lord. No, not me all by myself.
That's what you've been after all along, isn't it?
No. With you, Lord. It's out of the question for me to run the world alone.
What do you need me for?
Well, I can't make anything.
Really? But you're such a superb critic.
Well, those are two entirely different things.
Perhaps once you're in charge, you'll become more creative.
Wait, Lord, please.
Oh. But I sorrow especially. I am most deeply sorry. Goodbye, dear Eve.
But what do we do about Cain?
All right. I take the world.
But what about Cain?
There'll be no more talk about Cain. The poor boy got caught in a rotten situation, and no emotions are called for.
She seems to have a
He
question.
has no further questions. Tell him to go back to his hurricanes.
He murdered my child.
But what is the question?
He murdered my child.
But what is the question, woman?
Your freedom. Stop here, Eve.
But how do I hand him his breakfast tomorrow? How do I call him to dinner? Come, man, killer, I have meat for thee.
It was not my fault.
How do we live with him?
What did you say a moment ago? Can't we just live? Well, why can't you? Just take your unrepentant son and start living.
Why not? Well, blaming Cain bring Abel back.
But shouldn't he repent?
Do you mean a few appropriate words will console you?
Not words, but don't you feel you've done anything?
What does it matter how he feels?
You mean nothing has happened?
There's no consolation, woman. Unless you want the lie of God and the false tears of a killer repenting.
But why must they be false? If he loved his sister, maybe now he feels... Is this why she can't be God?
Wait, why can't she be God?
I can, and I will. I am the truth.
But you don't...
She doesn't love us.
Yes. And that is why no matter what you do, it's all the same to this angel. It's only her power that this angel loves.
Mother.
Save us.
Oh, my children, I thought you'd never understand.
Cain, help me. You are the last truly guiltless man. Tell God you have no need of him. Declare your freedom and save the world.
Angel, none of this seems to matter, you know, one way or the other. Why don't you let it all go?
You have gorgeously prearranged the entire dialogue. You have my salute. But you have solved absolutely nothing.
Except, angel, that you will never be God. And not because I forbid it, but because they will never, at least for very long, believe it. For I made them not of dust alone, but dust and love. And by dust alone they will not, cannot long be governed. They love. And with love kill families. Take heart. I see now our war goes on.
No.
Yes, it does go on. For war and love, I see, is not enough. You will have war. Now you, tell me, what is in your heart? What are you feeling?
I am thirsty.
All right. Therefore, Cain, I will sentence thee in thy thirst to live a vagabond and a fugitive all thy life. And whoever looks on thee will point and say, there's the man who murdered his sister.
Kill me now. They will stone me wherever I go.
I will put a mark on thee that will protect thee from harm.
What mark?
Come.
What is the mark?
That smile is.
But they will know that I killed my sister.
Yes, they will know. And you will smile with agony in your eyes. The mark of Cain, who killed for pride in the name of love. Now the way of life is over to you, and the way of death. Seek for me now only in your hearts. You will never see my face again.
Oh Lord, I don't understand. Did you say never?
What does this mean? Almighty God!
Angel, does it mean you are... Who is God?
Does it really matter? Why don't you go out, the three of you, and have a nice breakfast and forget the whole thing? After all, whoever God is, we have to be sensible. And whenever you want to start the dancing, oh, you know exactly what I mean.
He condemned you to walk the earth. You have to go. But he let me live. There is forgiveness in that.
How can you have forgiveness? You can't even weep for her. You are full of hate.
And your hate mother. How will I weep? You never loved me.
Spare one another.
I loved her more. Yes, more than you. And God was not fair to me either. And I still don't understand why she had to die or who rules this world. But this child was innocent, and you killed her, and with her any claim to justice you ever had.
I am not to blame.
Are you telling me that nothing happened?
Ask her pardon, Cain. Cain, we're surrounded by the beasts, and God's not coming anymore. Ask her pardon, Cain. We're all that's left responsible. Call to him. Pardon him. In God's name, cry mercy. Eve, there is no other. Mercy.